Man, I've actually been wanting to try this for so long, and I just always pass the bottle because it doesn't, price for proof. It doesn't seem like it's going to be in my wheelhouse.
It is good. I wonder if they have any more proofy options that we could try.
Special releases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And we are back with another Pours Unknown, where we take a sample that we get from you guys, and we taste it completely blind without knowing any labels, hype, bias, price, none of that. To take out the bias, that's what I meant to say. We do it this way so you get the most honest opinions possible. We're going to nose it, taste it, run through the whole gamut, let you know what we think about it, give it some ratings, see if the price changes how we feel about it before we find out what we're drinking.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get this one right on the nose.
All right. Oh, this is fruity.
Yeah.
Real good fruity.
Yeah, it's very fruity, almost like a sugary fruitiness. Doesn't really smell like an artificial, like fruit candy. It almost smells bordering on like a real piece of fruit with sugar on it.
Yeah. Interesting. Let's taste it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So this tastes like a red cherry popsicle that has melted and gone down, and you're kind of licking the popsicle stick afterward.
Yeah.
I'm getting wood and very like sugary fruitiness.
Yeah, it's got all that, and it almost to me has like a little bit of a pear sweetness to it as well. It's kind of got like it's weird, like cherry, pear. I mean, I could even talk myself into banana. It seems like it's got a lot of fruit going on. And I was realizing during that first sip that we took that I didn't say what kind of fruit I was getting on the nose. I don't know.
Yeah. it was like fruit and sugar.
Yeah. It's kind of like an unrecognizable conglomeration of fruity type of notes.
It's a fruit salad.
Yeah. There you go. Let's get into another sip.
Yeah. I'm honestly, now that I said that, you remember those like little fruit cups, like of mixed fruit that you would get as a kid? What are they called?
Fruit cups.
Yeah, but they had mixed fruit. It was like peaches and pineapple and some like soggy grapes and stuff. This kind of tastes like that with wood. Like you put a wood stick in there too.
Yeah.
Stirred it all up. Called it a day.
Yeah. It's got that sugary sweetness on the palate. Everything comes through. It seems to be fairly low proof. It is, I would say, a very sweet pour. It's coming across very silky in its delivery, smooth, if you will.
Yeah, but there is some warmth in the back. At the finish.
There is, but it's not a spice, like a prickly spice.
It's like a warm.
It's just like a warmth. Yeah.
Cozy blanket.
Which, I mean, you are drinking whiskey, so you're going to have that in some form or fashion. But to me, this is kind of, if you're looking for like a generally sweet, easy sipper, quote unquote easy sipper that's quote unquote smooth, then this would be something to gravitate towards.
Yeah.
If it's something you can get your hands on. Again, we don't know what we're sipping. Let's give this thing one more sip, get some ratings together, and then we'll see where we're at. Man, this pour is confusing me because it's got that sugary, fruity sweetness. I'm also getting the oak. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of nuttiness.
I was just about to say nuttiness. You took it. You stole my thunder.
Well, the wild thing is it reminds me of like Barton 1792.
Yeah.
Just products. It also reminds me of some Old Forester products. It kind of reminds me of some Buffalo Trace products.
Don't try to think of what it is.
I'm not, but I'm just saying it kind of reminds me of all the major distilleries in some form or fashion. It'll be really interesting to see what it is. Do you have some ratings on this?
I do. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Overall, it's good. It may lean slightly too sweet for me to drink all the time.
Agreed.
But it's a good pour, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a thumbs up.
Yeah. I think it's a well-crafted pour. Tastes good. Again, maybe a little bit too sweet even for me because the sweetness that's there isn't that caramel, vanilla, chocolatey type of sweetness, the candy bar profile that I like. It's a little bit more on the fruit cup side.
Yeah.
And that's just not my favorite thing, but I could see enjoying something like this on some hot summer months. It would be very good for that.
Yep.
The proof seems low. It's very approachable. So let's find out.
You giving a thumbs up?
Oh, yeah, I said thumbs up, I think. But if I did it, thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to find out price first and then what we've been drinking.
All right.
But before we find out what we're drinking, we're going to see if the price changes our scores.
Yeah.
So we're both thumbs up right now. And in our Pours Unknown sample key, this is number 75.
Okay. Number 75 is $50.
Okay. How does that affect your rating? You're still staying thumbs up?
I probably it's a good price. I probably am still not going to buy this bottle a ton though. So for me personally, I would probably go to Just Okay.
I'm going to Just Okay as well.
Yeah.
The sugary sweetness without any like real oomph anchoring it down kind of leaves me wanting a little bit. If it were a $30 bottle, I'd be like, great. But at $50, I don't think it's an unfair price. However, it's not a bottle that I'm going to readily spend $50 on.
It's not a bottle that's in our flavor profile, so we'd rather spend $50 on a bottle that is.
Right. This is if you like it sweet and smooth. This is probably $50 well spent. What are we drinking?
We are drinking Uncle Nearest 1865. And
that
this is thanks to Mark Christians.
Heck yeah, thank Mark.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. Thank Mark. Well, thank Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is actually a product that I've been wanting to try for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've never wanted to spend $50 on a bottle.
Isn't
Uncle Nearest is from Tennessee.
The company, it's a woman-owned business, right?
Yep.
She started it. Yeah, yep. I read an article about her.
And it's in tribute to Uncle Nearest, who taught Jack Daniels how to do whiskey.
Yeah.
And so it's female-owned. You know, it's got some history to it.
Yeah.
There's some legacy there. The story is really cool. We just haven't bought a bottle because $100 for 50,
No, it's $50.
$50 for 100 proof. That's what I meant to say.
It is 100 proof, yeah.
That isn't the dynamic we usually like.
Correct.
You know?
If we're spending $50, we want it to be slightly higher than 100 proof, usually.
Right. It's a great whiskey. Like, it's good. Again, if you like sweet and smooth and relatively easy to sip, this would be something that you would be hard-pressed to go wrong with. I don't think $50 is an unfair price.
No.
But if you're a seasoned bourbon drinker who maybe likes a little bit more spice, a little bit more kick, a little bit more flavor, although this isn't low on flavor, it's got a good bit of flavor. So, yeah, very interesting. I think this is probably the bottle you buy if you've tried Wild Turkey 101 and Knob Creek, and neither one of those quite fit for you because maybe they're a little too spicy or nutty. You go into something like this at 100 proof.
I can see this having similar flavors to Wild Turkey 101, but just like a little bit tamped down.
To me, it's
a little bit sweeter than Wild Turkey 101, not as spicy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that could be a good if that's not your flavor profile. If it's too much, then try that. Try Uncle Nearest.
Also think this is really good for anybody to try who happens to have tried any of the 1792 Barton products, like the small batch, and you want to get a little bit more proof, or like an Old Forester 86 and you want a little bit more proof. This would probably be the bottle that I would recommend you go to next. I'd also recommend you go down and hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like the style of content, because we do it every week over here, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when we do our live streams once a month. We'd love for you to join us for a pour.
Absolutely. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Sweet and smooth.
Yeah, it's good.
People be so mad that we have smooth.
Yeah. People gonna people. You know what? It's a really good descriptor word.
It is what it is.
And it's not our fault that people have taken that and they've put its own label. Like, it means what it means. It doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
It means it's easy to drink.
Yeah.
That does not mean it's bad. I feel like that's a really good compliment. If I was
for
easy,
new whiskey drinkers?
if I was easy to drink,
easy.
if I was easy